I can be really good at talking myself out of things. Between doing a marathon move for the last couple of months now and unpacking and obsessing over hobbies to fill time, I've talked myself out of recording. I felt like I've been stuck in a rut lately, and I keep thinking that I need to show up with some sort of perfection, or maybe not even perfection, but a success story. I keep thinking that if I can't give people all the answers to life's problems, that somehow it makes me a fraud, and I feel like I really just have some nerve trying to come on here and contribute anything. But I realize that we're all just kind of learning, and even the people who have the quote unquote master class, or, fix your life in X amount of short time, they're just faking it. They may have great ideas, but the thing is, we're a never-ending work in progress. And the reason that I'm here today is because I shared something on my social media. I've been relatively quiet and just reposting things rather than anything original. And it's because I feel like my confidence is lacking. And I've been really hard on myself. And I've been really awful to myself. What I opened up about recently is my struggle with my body image. My body's changed a lot, and it's something that, because I was so busy being awful to myself, blaming myself and telling myself what my shortcomings are, I didn't really take the time to have a bit of compassion and ask, where are these things coming from? And I realized that the reason that my body has changed is because I eat my feelings. I quit smoking a little over 2 years ago, and that was about the time that my life was just so much more than I thought I could handle at that time. And honestly, if I had to face it again, I definitely wouldn't volunteer. I think I could probably get through it again, but the thing is, I was coming out of a 3.5-year abusive relationship, and we're talking anything from mentally, emotionally, financially, physically, and sexually abusive. Shortly after I finally put a complete end to that relationship and realized that even if I didn't know how to love myself, I could still love myself better than they ever could, my dad passed. And it took some time to have his services. And at his services, my sister had a conversation with myself and my other sibling about what she wanted at her services, because she was battling stage 4 liver cancer. In the months to follow, her health deteriorated. And eventually, she got sick to the point of where we knew things were coming to an end. And I didn't know how to deal with that. I still don't know how to deal with that. And I typically use avoidance to cope. And rather than actually working on the things that are so hard for me, you can see it still hurts. But rather than finding healthy ways to navigate through grief and my trauma, I eat to feel good. And it's a form of self-medication. And the reason that I'm coming forward about this is because I'm not the only person self-medicating, whether it's food or alcohol or drugs or whatever it may be. And I'm taking the time to share with others, because though we could be absolute jerks to ourselves and tell ourselves that we're terrible people or that we're failures, I think it's more important that we have compassion and that we come from a place of having the willingness to understand why we're doing the things we're doing. And when we can start to manage our root causes, the symptoms will diminish. And so I don't really have a solution yet. I don't have a happy ending. I don't have the look at me, I've done it, and so can you too. I can at least show up and say, hey, you know, you're not alone. And even though it's vulnerable, and many of us want the world to think better of us, it's okay. It's more common than what people are willing to let us think. And so I'm just here to let you know that you're not crazy. You're not alone. You're not worthless. And you're worth doing the work for. I hope you find a way to heal. I hope you hang on, because it's gonna get better.